Alright, so over the past few videos, we have discussed many different options we could do to format cells. So now I want to introduce a very efficient feature inside of Excel, which are Excel styles. And styles can be located underneath the Home tab and in the Styles group. And the purpose of styles is to save formats that you previously done, so you don't have to manually reformat different cells within your worksheet. We've discussed how to use the Format Painter to copy the same format to other cells within the worksheet. But if we use styles and we modify that style, anywhere we use the style within the worksheet will also get updated as well. So what we're going to do now is apply some styles within our worksheet so we can see what they actually do and get a better understanding on how styles work. So to start off, I'm going to come down to the lower half of our report and clear the formats for these row labels. So what I'm going to do is select the cells, and the best way to clear formats from cells is come up to the Home tab, go to the Editing group, click the drop down of Clear, and select Clear Formats. So now the cells are back to their original format, just with plain black text and no background color. Now the first step to create a style is to format a cell to your liking and then save that format. So what we're going to do is come down to cell B11, and I'm going to start to format this cell. So once again, I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to apply a fill color of blue and white text. Alright, now that I have the cell formatted the way I want, now it's time to save this format. So I'm going to make sure I have the cell selected, come up to the Home tab, and in the Styles group, I'm going to click this drop down. These are all the predefined styles that Microsoft Excel provides for us. And if we hover over these styles, we'll see our cell give us a little preview of what that style is going to look like. But to save the style that we just created, we're going to come down to New Cell Style, and we can give it a name. I'm just going to call it Test Style. And down here we have different options of what we want to include in the style. For example, the first checkbox is the number format. Right now it's general. Now this is a pretty important option because let's take our dates up here for example. If we apply this style to the dates, it's going to change the number format to general instead of date. So it's going to mess up the format of our dates. If you're just going to apply the style to areas that just have text within the cells, then general will be okay. But if you have currency or date values within the cells and you want to apply the style to, your number formats will get changed. So keep that in mind. So for this example, I'm going to uncheck so it does not save the number format. The alignment's good, the font's fine. For the borders, I'm going to deselect the borders as well because I don't want to mess up any of the borders if I apply this style to different areas of our worksheet. I want to include the blue fill, and the protection is locked. So I'm going to click OK. Now if we look up here in our styles group, we can see that our test style has been added. So if I want to apply this style to different areas of the worksheet, I can select the cells that I want to apply the style to, and then click our style. And then now I'm going to select these cells again, and then just add our border to it. And then I can also apply this style to our column headings at the top of our report. So I'm going to select the cells, click Test Style, and if you noticed, all the borders and the date format stayed intact because we unchecked those boxes when we saved the style format. Now I'm going to show you why using styles is very efficient. Let's say you had dozens of worksheets and you had this blue style with white bold text. But for some reason, let's say the client you built the spreadsheet for or your boss wants to change something. They're like, we don't really like the blue, we want to turn it into a green color. Well, if we didn't use styles, we would have to go through each worksheet and select all the cells that had the blue format and manually change it to green. But if you use styles, you can modify the style and it will update everywhere you use that style within your workbook. For example, right now we have the current style in our column headings and our row labels down here. Now instead of this blue color, let's say we want to change it to a green color. We can go up to our style, right click, and click Modify. we can click the Format button, go to the Fill tab, and instead of blue, we're going to change it to green. If we click OK, watch what happens. Now everywhere we use that style has been changed to green. Now the reason why this cell didn't change to green is because I accidentally left out applying the style to this cell. But very simply, I can just click the cell and select the style, and then now it's green. So you can see that using styles is a very efficient tool and can save us a lot of time formatting cells if we need to modify the format. And very simply, if we want to change it back to blue, once again, right click the style, click Modify, go to Format, go back to our original blue color, and click OK. OK again. Now everywhere we use that style has been updated to the correct format.